Greatness is calling me, and I gotta go right now. Yeah. Yeah. Greatness is calling me, and I gotta go right now. Right now. Greatness is calling me, and I gotta go right now. Greatness is calling me, and I gotta go right now. Greatness is calling me, and I gotta go in the land of the living, giving all the praises to the creator of the heavens and the earth, each and every day. And life is amazing. Another day. And we are here, and we are live and direct. And we have answered the call. And now we elevate by all means necessary. What's going on, family out there in the land of the living? How are y'all feeling? What's the good word? Who has a great praise to share? Go ahead and share your praises and rejoice, because we are winning. We are here, we are live, and we are winning. All right, let me make sure this sound out of tune. I just tuned this up. Let me make sure this is in tune. And how does the level sound, my people? Greatness is calling me, and I knew that sounded a little off. Okay, there we go. Woo. I heard that. That didn't sound good. Greatness is calling me, and I gotta go right now. Greatness is calling me, and I gotta go right now. Greatness is calling me, and I gotta go right now. Greatness is calling me, and I gotta go right now. For some reason, it sounds like the guitar is low. It's just funny. Give me a second. Let me check this out. What's going on out there in the land of the living, though? Shalom, we are winning. Yes, in the name of the triumphant Yahweh. That's right. Sabbath. Yahweh. You understand? Shalom. Nisi. We are the people the Almighty has called by his name. We are the people created in the image and the likeness. So, as you know, you're created in the image and likeness, which means that you are created to have the character and the authority of the Almighty. Don't you get that in your mind today? And I'm going to speak about that for the rest of my life, that you are designed to operate in the character and the authority of the Almighty power. That's such an honor. That's such an honor. And, you know, when we return to our power, we can let the failures and the disappointments of yesterday go, of the past go, and we can rise up and realize we were ignorant, we were foolish, and we were delusional. However, now we see, and that is where the mercy comes in. We give thanks to the Creator today for the mercy, because the mercy is compassion in the place of punishment. See, a lot of us should have been canceled out of existence if it would have been for our own decisions or the desires of other men, and men being men and women. We've been canceled out of existence. You know, I've had guns pulled out of me. I have had guns shot at me. You know what I mean? And I've been in a lot of situations where if it was up to people, I would be canceled out of this reality. But guess what? The mercy of the Most High, my strength, my power, my light, and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? No one. And that's why you got to know, see, we are right on schedule. You're right on schedule. You're right on schedule. You haven't missed your opportunity. This is your opportunity. Greatness is calling. Pick up the phone. Every day, greatness is calling and saying, let's go. Let's go higher. Yesterday, I did a stream, and it was very revelational, very profound share for me. It was very profound to receive it and to share it with you all yesterday. So if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. And I really had to realize, because the Most High speaks in wisdom, and they call it intuition. It's wisdom. Wisdom and intuition are hand in hand. It's the same thing. All right. And so it's learning that voice of wisdom saying, son, daughter, this is the way. Prince, this is the way. And the Almighty really comforted me yesterday and showing me, I gave you the vision that I gave you. I gave you this vision the Most High was showing me. And I thought about it. And the Most High was showing me that all the power is within me to bring it to pass. So we think the Most High gave you this great, grand, glorious vision, and we think, how I'm going to do it, how it's going to happen. Don't you know everything's aligned? Don't you know we walking in the highest timeline? We who have returned to our power. See, we don't walk in excuses. Greatness is calling me. I done picked up the phone. I pick up the phone every day and say, I'm available. You got to pick up the phone when greatness calls you and say, I'm available. And who is greatness? The Most High, my power, my light, and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? You see what I'm telling you? Okay, so greatness is the standard. It's the standard, right? And we know people don't like to follow rules. People are hard-headed, okay? As we were at one point in time. However, we weren't content in the foolishness. And I had to speak for myself. Even when I was walking contrary to my power, I wasn't content with that way of living. However, some people are, and that's why they will not receive mercy. But that's not the topic of today. We rejoicing to have received mercy, and you got to really bask in that. You got to bask in the reality that you are still here on supreme appointment, divine appointment. You are here on greatness time to produce the glory that is due the Almighty's name. All right. So I just continue to celebrate this journey that we are on, even through the ups and the downs, the hills and the valleys. The Most High is my light and my salvation and my strength. The Most High is my song. Do you hear me? So like I was saying yesterday, that song that came, the Most High was showing me every day you going higher, every single day. And, you are, as you are on your journey and you come to you get close to completing certain tasks or certain projects, then it's a whole nother one that comes to mind, and it's a whole nother one. And then it's, you know what I mean? So it's like, you don't really always take the step back and realize how perfectly it's all coming together. So that's what I want to tell you today, that the Most High is taking us higher beyond space and time, beyond all of our circumstances. And that is the greatest love of all. You know, Whitney Houston, I'm not sure who she was singing about. But when I tell you who the greatest love of all is, it's the almighty power that's within you. And you have this opportunity in life to change every part of this reality that you know is out of alignment. You have the opportunity to make an impact in that way. And that's the most beautiful thing, whether you do something that people will notice or whether you do something that's behind the scene. Continue to answer the phone call every day for greatness. And I know a lot of people are keeping the Shabbat today. So today is a day to rest and reflect and realize that the Most High does not make any mistakes and has certainly not made any mistakes on you. So that is such a high calling to accept, and I'm glad that you accepted it. All right. So we have another cycle coming next week, 7 days, and next week will be an amazing week. Okay, amazing, more 7 days. So as you are preparing for your next 7 days, just really take the time to give thanks. Okay, and realize that this is so much greater than you can even fathom. So all you have to do is continue to do the great things that you do every day. That's it, right? And then it's just going to everything's going to continue to be synchronized. The Most High is going to continue to confirm that you're moving in the right direction. The Most High is going to continue to show you that you're doing the right thing. You know, you're never out there like, which way should I go or what? No, 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 no. The Most High is going to show you. And this is how you walk in that confidence. Once the Most High shows you, once you pick up the phone and you heard what wisdom said and you heard what greatness has told you, you do it and you deliver, and that's the bottom line. And that's what really makes you great, is because you have that honor for the Creator. You know that I'm not gonna miss out on this. I'm not gonna, like I will always say, like, I'm not gonna get to the end of my life and get to the other side. And let's just say this idea of the other side of this idea that I can fathom. I'm not going to get there and be like, oh, I was afraid, or I was scared, or I didn't know, or I didn't know how it's going to work out, or I didn't know what people would say about me, or I didn't know if they would like it or not. I'm not getting there with any of those excuses. When I leave this life, when I leave this body, this temporary body behind, I will have released everything that I was given back to my Creator. Don't you understand? And that's the bottom line. I'm not going to leave here with dreams that have died and have went to the grave. And that's what you got to do. You have to let go of fear so that your dreams can fly forever. And that's just it. Because that's what your dreams are given to you for, right? Dreams from the Most High, visions from the Most High. It's given to you for you to know that it's real. All right. So shout out to a sister that I've known for a long, long time. My sister out in St. Louis, she reached out the other day and she asked me about a video. Let me see. I think this is kind of low. She asked me about a video from a while ago, and I used to go to like Guitar Center and like do live streams there and use their guitar and their speaker. Anyway, it really touched my heart because her asking me about that song took me back to that time. And that was the time when I was in California, which was a while ago. That was, let me see, what year was that? I don't know. It was a long time ago. Okay. And basically, I remember singing that song when I was out on the streets. And that's when I used to sing on the streets. And that was such a profound time for me to really be out there on the streets praising the Most High. I still have some of those videos on the internet. And I bring that up to say, you just got to know that you built different. You know what I mean? And you had to, the more that you can accept that, the greater you can be, because you won't stop and wonder if people will get it, or if people will feel it, or if people will like it. Don't matter. Who gonna bring it like you gonna bring it? That's what you really gotta know. Who gonna bring it like you? And so I remember being on the streets and I was singing that song, and I was on Crenshaw in LA, and I was singing that song, and it was all the young children getting out of school. And I remember I could still see this young man's face in my vision. I could still see it. And I was singing the words to this song, and the way that he looked at me, it was like he would never forget that moment. He would never forget that moment that I told him that you are the light of the world and that the darkness is afraid of you. And that's what I want to tell you today here in 2025. That may be almost 8 or 9 years ago now. And I thank my friend for bringing that back up, because you got to know that what you think, what people are afraid of is afraid of you. That's what you got to understand, understand, and overstand. That you are the greatest expression of the Creator that there will ever be. And that's it. And that's all of us together. It's not just one individual. It's not this idea, oh, the Son of God and the only begotten Son, and this is the only one that could do it, and this one, he was born of a virgin. No, that's stupid. I was born of a mama and a daddy. And my dad went into my mother like a man does, and has a child, right? And I am just as divine and just as aligned with my power as this idea that they have given us of this sun god false belief. You see what I'm saying? I really went through this life like a real person that comes in flesh and blood goes through. And I am still endowed with the power from on high. And that's what you got to know. It doesn't need to be no born of a virgin and this idea and that. Nah, because the Ruach of the Creator is working through me. Right here, 10 toes down. You hear me? And that's just it. And that's what we let that go as a people. And that's why we have been in this circumstance. Because we don't, like I was saying the other day, we only like to praise people that's entertainers or like teaching certain things or whatever like that. But it's like, nah, you're that great. It's you. And that's what the Most High is saying in it all throughout the prophets. Like, yo, you was all the way a whole harlot. And then, in the streets, they say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Well, my people, we were a whoring. We was the hoe that the Most High turned into the housewife. And that's what people don't really want to understand. Being the hoe that was turned into the housewife. Okay? So in the streets, they may say that in the streets, but with the Most High took the thing that was despised and made it the most special. And that's what you got to realize in all of your life. And that's why we all have experienced this level of being despised or being rejected or being overlooked or not feeling appreciated and all these different things like that, so that we could realize the difference and return to the true love. And that's what I realized yesterday. Like, I'm growing every day regardless. You know what I mean? I'm growing every day. I'm getting wiser every day regardless, because I'm applying this wisdom and I'm taking advantage of these opportunities. And as I was sharing the other day, life is what you make it. I've been very mindful of that lately and realizing that the more aware and conscious you are of your power, which is the Most High, is the more powerful things that you can do in this reality, right? And like I said, when we are in these religious spaces as a people, it's always this idea of nobody can do it as good as this person that they call JC, right? But we've already let go of that. So letting go of that and then saying, okay, now we Yah only. And I still hear the same type of conversations go on, that everybody is still a sinner and everybody is still broken. And we have to change that. And that's why we had to change the climate of that in our culture and our heritage as a people. And that's why I have, like, on my Instagram, restoring the legacy of greatness. Like, greatness is innate. This is innate. And blessed be the name of the Almighty that he did not allow, even in our whoring, he did not allow us to lose the power of the gifts and the creativity and the intelligence that he placed within us. And so I think and I know that that's absolutely amazing, okay? So I want to just share this song in 2025 in the land of the living with you today, and be a continual reminder for you that everything that you want to accomplish, you can accomplish that and much more in the Almighty, our unlimited power. And that's just it. And so I see you ask the question. I will answer that if you're still on here. Interesting what you said. Yeah, I will answer that for you. So let me see. Okay, does the guitar sound loud? Let me know. Does the guitar sound loud? Can you hear me and the guitar at the same time? Let me know. Okay, bad. Okay, cool. All right. So. You are the light of the world. The darkness is frightened of you. The Creator has brought you to life. There's nothing His power won't do. You are the light of the world. The darkness is frightened of you. The Creator has brought you to life. There's nothing your power won't do. You are the light of the world. The darkness is frightened of you. The Creator has brought you to life. There's nothing your power won't do. 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 There's nothing our power won't do. One more time. You are the light of the world. The darkness frightened of you. The Creator has brought you to life. Yeah. There's nothing your power won't do. There's nothing your power won't do. It's not a mystery. It's clear. It's clear in every aspect of your life. You should see it. You should see your power at work. In the way the sun rises every day. In the way the wind blows on your skin. In the way the birds fly. In the way the bees build. In the way the power heals. In the way you should see it every day. You should see the power at work every day. And that's how you stay mindful of your potential. In the way, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. It's the way. It's the way. You love me every day. It's the way. You guide me every day. It's the way. Hey. The way. The way. You love me every day. It's the way that the Most High loves us every day. And I thought about something yesterday when I was working out, right? And I want to share with you today because I was thinking in my mind, and it really came to me through the Most High and through wisdom, and along with it came understanding. And it was interesting. Shalom, shalom. Come on, walking boldly, continually. Walking boldly. I think you meant contently or continually. Either way, walking boldly, continually in the love, power, and sound mind from the love of Yah. Absolutely. So yesterday, I was outside because the weather is breaking. Halal Yahweh for that. Happy New Year once again. Springtime. You already know, prime time. You already know how we do. We pop out, the sun pop out. It's up. It's all the way up. So I was out at the park working out. And I thought about it and I said, what can I pray for that the Most High haven't already done? Yeah, the darkness is afraid of you. Absolutely. That's it. That's it. And like I said, and I'll get back to what I just said, but I remember singing that song on the streets. And I can still see that young man out there with my people, out there on Crenshaw. You already know, if you know about LA, you already know what's up, South Central, you already know, right? And so imparting that into my people and letting you know, like, there's nothing for you to be afraid of. It's only for you to have that reverence and that, that righteous reverence and, fear. That's another subject, but it is a fear. It's a fear of, like, when my dad used to give me whoopings, when I was bad at school or whatever. And I used to be afraid to get a whooping. You know what I mean? So that's how you got to be at the Most High. But that's a whole nother conversation, right? And so the point of what I'm saying is, you know, they should be afraid of you. Okay? And actually, they are. Your enemies is actually afraid of you because all you have to do is get in alignment and then they are eradicated. That's all you gotta do is align with your power, and your enemies are all coming to naught. That's the promise and the guarantee, right? So that's why we're gathering in greatness. And the point I was saying is, what can I pray to? It came to me, what can I pray for that the Most High has not already done? And wisdom was showing me that it's already all in motion. It's already all in motion. So I could pray and say, Most High, deliver my people. It's already in motion. Most High, deliver us. It's already in motion. Most High, make the way. It's already in motion. Most High, do bring forth the healing. It's already in motion. Most High, this or that. It's already in motion. What can I even pray for that the Most High hasn't already done? So it gave me a different perspective, and I share that to say now I'm more of a doer. You know what I mean? So instead of me praying for the Most High to do something, I have to heed wisdom, walk in understanding, and be who He created me to be. So it was a long time coming, you know, to figure it out who you are and, you know, personally who I am. It's a journey, you know what I mean? It's a journey. However, when you go back to the basics, you have always been who you are. Okay? You have always been who you are, and that's it. You came here exactly the person you are today. And when you achieve those great things next and today and tomorrow, you're going to be exactly who you are today. That's who you already are. Yeah, no idols. Okay, I don't know if somebody's saying something else. And we, you know, all love to our people. Let me tell you, I love my people who are seeking to do the righteousness of Yah. And we have come to the understanding and understanding that it is Yah only. So, Tracy, we don't, you know, hate you by no means. We just stand for what is right. And there are several, first of all, you know, always ask the Most High and seek the Most High. And then can somebody get me the one that says He heals all of your diseases? He does. Okay, I'll get it. But if somebody can do it quicker than me or put it in the thing, actually, He heals all your diseases. I think it's somewhere because it's another. So this is why we are the Most High only. We're not going to get on that much right now because greatness is calling and we want to stick with that. But this is part of that. Okay, Psalms 103. Psalms 103 says, who forgiveth all your iniquities, who healeth all your diseases, who redeems your life from destruction, who crowns you with loving kindness and tender mercies, who satisfies you with good things so that your youth is renewed like the eagles. That's the Most High alone, okay? Psalms 103 and 3, who forgives your iniquities. The Most High does that. And the children of Israel are the sons of the Most High. Okay, we are the firstborn of the Most High. Okay, and so we give thanks and praises. And so, like I said, greatness is calling. Prepare for a great, amazing week. Next week, everyone, the right doors are opening. And if you haven't seen some of the videos I did, if you are led to, go check them out because I've been sharing a lot of things that the Most High Creator is showing me. All praises to the Creator. We're glad to have you here. You know, this channel is about giving thanks to the Most High. You know what I mean? And so it's a special kind of person that comes to this channel and wants to praise the Most High. You know, so I salute all of you that have that joy and gratitude in your heart to give thanks to the Creator. And when you really do that, you can ask the Creator and the Creator will show you all that you desire to see in that regard to anything that you may be questioning and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So all praise to the Most High. And it is a testimony that when you do look at my channel, even though I haven't taken, I've taken some of this content down that I did have when I was in Crisis Insanity. However, when you listen to my songs this whole time, I've only praised the Most High, okay? And I go back and I listen and I realize, wow, I always did praise the Most High. You know what I mean? And I never intertwined the two. I will only just, acknowledge the sun god. And so that's what we are referring to, the sun god, Tracy, when we say that the sun god worship is in the New Testament, which I refer to as the flu testament because it has our people sick. Okay. Well, that's not what we got on here today, but we do, embrace all those who are pure in heart. Okay. Because who shall ascend except those who have clean hands and a pure heart? All right. So when your heart is really pure towards truth and the Most High, you will be shown. That's just it. The Most High will show you. I gotta come out with a blues album. I need to come out with what else? A jazz album. I need to come out with a country album. What if I make some country music? Y'all gonna jam some country? Y'all only country? No, look, let me tell you. I actually got some country songs that I recorded. I had to find them. Come on with it. No, but we the original cowboys and cowgirls. Quit playing. That's all our culture, right? So anyway, greatness is calling us to go greater and greater. Know that you have been selected to do what only you can do. And that's why you were made just the way that you were made. And when you embrace yourself the way that the Creator made you, that is honoring the Creator. Knowing that it's possible to succeed is your power. Knowing it is possible to succeed is your power. He is the Most High that is within you. And so never take that for granted. Don't wallow in doubt. Always speak life. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Speak life. And then you speak death too. It's okay to speak death. You speak death to your enemies. Speak death to distractions. We speak death to lack. We speak death to confusion. We speak death to distractions. And we speak life to truth. We speak life to power. We speak life to growth. We speak life to success, life to the right relationships, the right people coming into our lives, the right place, the right time. You say your Psalms 27, I fear no one. Which one is, let me see. Y'all got so many videos on here. I have to go back and look, but I think I do remember that. And so, we continue to speak life, that it's all greater than we expect, because you came to this whole life and it was already great. This life that the Most High created, it was already great before you came. And I can't take any responsibility for that because the Most High is the creator, right? And so what I can be accountable for is being a part of the greatness. Absolutely. You know what I mean? I can't take responsibility for creating the sun and the beautiful sunsets and the beautifulness of life, but I can be accountable to participate at the highest efficiency. You understand? Absolutely. All praise to the Creator. You said, I enjoy your music and messages. It's because you use scripture in your songs that keeps me meditating. Absolutely. So got a lot of that in store for y'all. And I just thank the Most High for helping me to get all these ideas out. You know what I mean? Because one melody comes, the next one, you know what I mean? And some things are just for me and the Most High, and then other things are to share, so all praises to our power forever and ever, forever and ever. And so greatest is calling, and just be mindful of the opportunities that are presenting themselves. And yeah, that's it. You know, we could always be confident of your worth. The price is the price. I know today is a Shabbat. We're not talking about finances, but I'm saying the price is the price. You're worth what you are worth, and we will not compromise. Okay? That's just it. That's just it, okay? Yeah, Yah is awesome, right? Yah is good. Yah is great. Yah is awesome. Always. Absolutely. Why was I just listening to that one while I was driving to Houston? See? It's the synchronicities. And shout out to all the members. I will be responding to some of y'all messages today. And I'm looking forward to that gathering in greatness. And I just want to say that there's so many talented, awesomely made brothers and sisters out there. So I thank y'all for reaching out and sharing. You know what I mean? Really, I'm excited for what we all can create in this lifetime. I imagine, just like it's 26 people on here, and that's okay. And even if it started, what it say, even with us as a people, the Israelites, it started with 70 souls, right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but it started with 70 souls, and look at us now. We spread to the four corners. So imagine what we could do with 26 people or 10 people or 5 people that's really serious. You know what I mean? And that we all know the love of the Most High, which is the power to do what is good. And we love ourselves and we love one another, right? So that means knowing the Most High is knowing that I can do what is good. And loving myself is doing what is good, right? And so then if I'm doing, not if, as I do what is good, and you, my brother and sister, do it as well, we can only do greatness. We can only be greatness together, because we won't compare and we won't contrast and we won't waste time, because greatness is called and we got to make it happen. Okay, so I'm just looking to see how the Most High is going to use all of us, you know, as this system comes down, as the United States corporation comes to an end, you know, how we are going to take back our inheritance as a people, how we're going to revamp our heritage and our culture, the legacy that we will leave. All of these things I'm looking forward to, right? Because I'm not under the delusion that it's just one like star player or person. No, the Most High is in love with every single one of us, and that's what, at the end of the day, that's what the Most High gave me, this ability to love people the way that I want to be loved, right? And in the sense of want to be loved because this is how the Most High loves me. So I love on you all the way the Most High has loved on me. And the Most High has, even through my disobedience, always brought me back to realizing that that I am very special and that I am worth loving. And that's what I want to tell you today, that you are very special and you are worth loving. You know, all the people in the past or whatever, those relationships, they're over, right? So welcome in the new, welcome in the greatest, welcome in the highest timeline, because we're here now, okay? All praises to the Creator. Yes, you know, you got to really meditate on the Torah day and night. You got to meditate on that. You know what I mean? And that's why I am so thankful and overjoyed to bring you all these meditations. And what you see on the YouTube is just me flowing with the Most High, right? And now I have to go on to greater, and I have to be more strategic, and I want to, you know, record more professionally, as far as like putting together this band and all these different things like that, right? So it's just kind of taking it to the next level. So like I said, like really finishing all of these songs and things that I have, and doing videos and doing these collaborations and doing all these amazing things that can only be better when you do them with great people. You know what I mean? Yes, you are worth loving. And I mean, I want you to really, like, when you feel that, okay, like yesterday I had to make some moves and stuff like that. Prep day. And so anyway, it got to like 4, like, no, it was about 2 o'clock. And I went to the grocery store early yesterday. I say all that to say that around 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock or something, I'm like, yo, I want like to take a nap or something. But I'm like, nah, I gotta cook. That's the whole point of going to the store early, so I can cook early, the Shabbat meal be done, and I can do other stuff, XYZ. I bring that up to say, like, what I'm realizing lately is that you have to realize the voice beyond just what you feel. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just it's all in your mind, right? If you keep your mind on the Most High, you have perfect shalom, you have perfect peace. So what I'm saying is, when you know that you worth loving, I had to get up, and I wasn't that tired, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, you got to continue to remind yourself that loving yourself is winning. The two are the same. It's the same thing. If I really love myself, I'm going to win. It's no other choice. And that means doing what I know I gotta do. And that's just really it. There's nothing more to it. So when I encounter people that don't feel like I'm worthy of love, I don't feel like I'm important, I don't feel like I'm special, that doesn't mean anything to me. It doesn't mean anything to me. Because I've already built a lifestyle of keeping my mind on Yah no matter how I feel. Because I will feel a whole lot of ways. When it's rainy, I feel like staying in and maybe taking a nap. When it's sunny, I feel like busting out, being out and about, talking to people, having fun. You know what I mean? When I'm at the beach, I feel like jumping in the water, So no matter how I feel, I'm going to keep my mind on the Most High Yah. And that's why I rejoice to have that type of shalom within myself. And I'm going to live the rest of my life sharing that with my brothers and my sisters. And I love it. And I wouldn't ask for any other life than the one that I've been given. And that's a beautiful thing. And that's loving yourself. That's knowing the Most High, is knowing that you are created to succeed and to win. Can you please give me our ribs where we can cook on this, man? We cook. Well, no, absolutely no cooking. Now, I never heard the doctrine. Shout out to our sister, Shelly Watkins. We appreciate you, and we look forward to building with more brothers and sisters like you. Very supportive, very, just we feel you, even though we have never met. So we appreciate you. And so you asked, can you please clarify something for me? I read somewhere we can't cook on the Shabbat, but I also read we could. I've never read anywhere that we could. I've never even heard anyone say that, right? People, like, I've heard the conversations of, like, you can't even use a microwave, you can't use a blender, and so that's, that. But definitely not cooking, right? So I'm not sure where you heard that from, but just stick with preparing for the Shabbat and keep it moving, because you don't really have when you think about it, you don't have no reason to cook on the Shabbat if you just already cook. You know what I mean? So, hallelujah. What's going on, love, peace in the building? You said you love all 3 genres. So, King, what genres you love? Okay, Shabbat Shalom, fruit of the Most High. Let me see. Quran Shakur said, come on, hold up. Og said, y'all know it's, come on, y'all. You know it's y'all only over here. Come on, y'all. Y'all know how we doing it. So we don't even got to address that. If they want to be, if y'all want to be, if y'all want to answer the call, greatest is telling you it's Yah only. You know what I mean? That's just it. So you got to ask Yah about it. So let me see. Hallelujah. All praise to the Most High. Absolutely. That's right. Yah is my light and salvation. That's it. That's the bottom line. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if I didn't miss anybody may have said anything. So yeah, all praise to the Creator, and we about on the hour mark now. Let me see. It's not kindling a fire on this end. No fighting to keep it. Well, that's a good question. Is not kindling a fire on the Sabbath means no fighting to keep it a peaceful day? I've never heard that one either, but I like how, I mean, I like that. That sounds, that could well possibly be a deeper spiritual meaning to it. Because, you know, the Torah is very spiritual. You know what I mean? And it's layers and layers to it. That's why you're supposed to meditate it. That's why it says, this is your wisdom and understanding in the sight of the nations. And that they will look at us as a people and say, there is no nation as wise as these people who the Most High is so near to. That's the whole point of the Torah. That's why nobody can come and die for your sins and replace the Torah. Okay? That's the whole point. The Torah is the covenant, it's the contract, it's the agreement, it's the connection, it's the alignment. All right? Meditate. Blessed is the man that meditate in the Torah day and night. All right? Not new books and sun gods and things like that. All right? So, yeah. So all praise to the Creator. Great to see you all being great today. And shout out to the members. Like I said, I'm not sure if everyone has seen those videos. I'm going to just continue to mention it. We have a certain amount of people right now, and just giving a little bit more time to see who else may want to join us and participate. The video with the instructions to get more information is in the members only section. All right. And yeah, time is going to go fast, and July will be here before we know it. Okay. And that's all good. So we just thank Yahweh for aligning that and bringing it to fruition. And of course, it's the Shabbat. So enjoy the rest of your Shabbat. I know a lot of you may not actually fellowship anywhere with people, and that's okay too, right? So everything will be aligned in time. A lot of us are nowhere near people that's Yah only. I know the closest Yah only people to me are about 45 minutes away, and so that's that. And I'll get down there to join them sometime soon, right? But in the meantime, we give thanks for what we do have, and we keep it moving. So that's right. You got to be going up. That's right. They can't stop. They can't stop. They can't stop us. That's just it. All right. So know that you are the light of the world, and you may think, oh, ain't that the New Testament? No. The whole concept of you being the light of the world, that is from the Tanakh. Okay? Us, as the Israelites, as the children of the Most High, we are the light to the Gentiles. That's who we are. So, absolutely. Okay, well, okay. That is what's going on, sis. Shout out to our sis, Deanna. And that is an interesting thing to discuss at a certain time. And I spent many years, and a lot of times going over the Shabbat about, is it at this, and is it the full moon, and is it the crescent, and is it this, and is it that. So I know a lot about people that think in that way. However, the whole point is, if you don't think that the Sabbath is restored, obviously it's not Saturday. I have to say that. Okay, obviously I know that Shabbat is not on Saturday. I spent so much time searching, when was it on this time, and when is this, and sun up to sun up, or sundown to sundown. So I spent a lot of time on that years and years ago. Met a lot of brothers, new brothers who had different calendars, new brothers that was doing different times and stuff like that. So I just have to say, you have to let the Most High lead you in all things, and that's just it. That's why when I come on here, I realize everybody's not keeping the Shabbat. You know what I mean? So basically, I was keeping the Shabbat like on different days every month. It was confusing to me, and eventually, I just went back to doing the seventh day of this Gregorian calendar, because it is, in a sense, still honoring that concept of working 6 days and resting on the seventh, right? But I'm not in my mind like, oh, I know this is the Sabbath, which some brothers and sisters do feel like this is the right Sabbath. But that's another conversation too, right? Yeah, so yeah, the Most High is leading, and that's why we have to continue to come together in more ways than social media, so we can continue to, you know, discuss these things and reason and, come to greater conclusions as a people. Yeah, the Sabbath absolutely still remains. Absolutely. 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 What day goes after? Let me see. Okay. Moshe's face was literally shining with wisdom, so being the light ain't nothing new. That's right. Wisdom makes a man's face to shine. That's right. So, yeah. So that's that on the Sabbath, right? The Sabbath always was and will be. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, so I agree with that. Like Brianna Jordan says, the Sabbath always was and will be, in captivity or not. Before Torah was even made, the Creator rested. We are to rest too. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that's right. Obeying Yahweh's commandments is what separates us from the heathens. Absolutely. My opinion, I obey what Yahweh said. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, like I said, it's a lot out there. I mean, it was just too much for me, and it makes a lot of sense. Like a lunar solar calendar, and you know what I mean. The moon. These are the things that keep track of the time. It makes sense. All of that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense to go off of you know, what the Most High put in the sky for times and seasons. That's what it was, right? It is for. So basically, I just couldn't come to any super solid conclusions for myself, and I just got too bogged down with it. And then after that happened, after the calendar situation came up, then that's when I denounced Christ's insanity. So after that, like, it was just kind of like that was the next big that was the next big thing, right? So, we got to keep going and have these conversations because they're necessary, right? So shout out to the brothers that do a different month every month, or you know what I mean, different days of the week. Like, shout out to those brothers and sisters, because they're not keeping it on the Gregorian calendar, which we know is altered. Well, we got to remember that Yahweh said it came, the Most High is our righteousness, right? And so that don't mean we're gonna do Passover and sacrifice a lamb and stuff like that. That's a different conversation too. But the Most High is our righteousness, and that's what it says. I will be their righteousness. Somebody get that one and put that in there. So as we are transitioning, we got to remember the mercy, and you know what I mean. We gon' Zephaniah 3. We gon' Zephaniah 3. It's a remnant. All right. And this could be sooner than we know. The more diligent we are to abide in our power, the more we will see occur in regards to things being restored. One, we will call on the Creator, and one consent. Okay. Well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So a lot of people are debating about that, but I don't debate with people about those type of things. You know what I mean? Different feast days. You ain't supposed to do this. You are supposed to do that. You can't do this. You know what I mean? You have to remember these things and what the meaning is. Yeah. So I'm not sure what particular thing was clarity for you. So we do give thanks to the Most High for that. And yeah, like one thing that I do know that is another topic of conversation is that people, keep the Shabbat from sundown to sundown, but I don't do that. Yeah, I don't do that. I keep the Shabbat from the sunrise to the sunrise because the day starts, the Sabbath day, it starts at the day. And that's just where I'm at with that. You know what I mean? But people will say no and this and that, and I don't. I just don't get into that, y'all. I don't get into that. I mean, people really turn into enemies over calendars, and that's ridiculous. I don't have time for that. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? How we gonna build? Like, would you really not build with your brother or your sister because they keep the Shabbat on another day of the week? That's stupid. But then the person will still go to Walmart that don't care nothing about you, still go to a job that don't care nothing about you, but you mad at your brother for keeping the Shabbat on a different day of the week. That's retarded. And that's the type of mental illness that I've seen our people have. And that's why I'm adamant about doing what the Infinite Supreme allows me to do. Because these songs are therapy, these songs are healing, these songs are bring clarity, they're empowering, they're all of these things. And that's what people need. People need to stop. People don't have enough praise in their heart. And that's what I've seen in my experiences with our brothers and sisters in the Israelite community, that people want to be seen and heard, but they don't really have true praise in their heart, like King David. You know what I mean? Where they'll dance about their clothes, or where they will cry on the side of their bed at midnight, thinking about the Most High. Like, people don't have that in their heart. You know what I mean? And I feel like that is why there's a lot of confusion, because wisdom has to instruct you from a place of gentleness. You have to be open and receptive to receive. And a lot of people have their guards up, and a lot of people are really defensive, and a lot of people are really insecure. There's a lot of insecurities that people deal with in these religious spaces, and then they go and project those insecurities on other people. And so what I'm saying is, it already is prophesied that all these things will be restored, and we will call on the Creator out of one consent. That's what it says in Zephaniah 3. With a pure tongue. And so some people believe in the La Hashawan, La Kadash, and they believe in Shalom and things like that. And then some people say Shalom, and then you know what I mean. All these things it's just what do you expect for? What do you expect from a people that's lost their culture and their identity and has relinquished their power to people that aren't even as powerful as them? Yeah. So we thank the Almighty for mercy and compassion. And it says it's because of his compassion that we are not consumed. His compassions are new every rising. So I've just learned not to project inadequacy on my people. I don't project on people this idea that you're inadequate. That's not the truth. Because even if a person is disobedient, they're still fully capable of doing what they need to do. That's just the truth, which is why that's the point of compassion. All right. Come on. A treasure from darkness says, I've had to learn to give myself grace. Come on. That's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful realization. You know what I mean? Not being hard on ourselves. Yeah, like come on, man. The Most High didn't give up on me. I would never give up on myself. That's not happening. That's impossible. I've had to learn to give myself grace because it was really confusing. Told out for being delivered from the spirit of religion and awakening me to the truth. Absolutely. Told out Yahweh. Absolutely. 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 I am forever grateful for y'all and for y'all. We are forever grateful for you and y'all as well. Let me see. Okay. Let me see y'all. Come on, King Yah. What's going on, King Yah? Sis said the calendar, years, months, days of the week, our language has all been infiltrated and changed. So we can't get caught up in that. Exactly. And that's like a test too. Just like the Most High said he gonna send some false prophets just to see if you gonna fall for it. And not for him to see, but just for you to see. The Most High don't test us for him to know. The Most High tests us for you to know. That's it. For you to know what you would do under pressure. But we've been tested enough to know I'm going to choose life under pressure. That's what I'm going to do. You feel me? So yeah, that's just gigs. Like I said, people project in religious spaces, people project their insecurities on one another. That's the whole point. And so for years and years in Hebrew Christ Insanity, I was projecting greatness and am continue to do that. So what I'm saying, I was met with that a lot. You know what I mean? And I don't look back on those people and have any bad blood or any bad things to say about them because I understand that when a person feels insufficient, they can't see the greatness in you. That's a gift. I'm telling you, that's a gift. That's a powerful gift to see the greatness in a mess. And, we all have that in a certain type of way. You know what I mean? To see greatness in a situation or in a person or in yourself that has been led astray. So we give thanks to the Most High because the Almighty is very strategic in how our steps have been ordered. Let me see. Let me see, y'all. I love it. I'm forever grateful. Yeah, that's right. I have learned to keep what we know is truth, and the rest, Yah will set the rest himself for us. Absolutely. And then read, like I said, read Zephaniah 3. And this just pretty much explains it. The remnant, right? This is the remnant. Let me see. Is this 793? I think it's 793. Let me see. On 1%. Let me see, y'all. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, it's F93 and 9. For then I will turn. For then will I. Let me see. For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Most High to serve him with one consent. There it is. One consent means everybody agrees. We all gonna call on the same power with the same syllables, the same pronunciation. Imagine that. Come on, like wow, that's powerful. And then with the pure language, because as you know, the Hebrew language is the language of creation. So when we, the Most High is saying, "Let there be light," that's the Hebrew. So that's the same language that was used to say, "Let there be light," is the language that will be restored. So imagine that. Imagine that. So for now, we gonna push forward. That's it. That's it. So it's just being knowledgeable and wise enough to know, okay, if I'm choosing to go with the people that say that it's all Oz, how am I telling them kind of Nasha? That's a lot of the people that say Yahweh, they believe it's all Oz. Abba, Ta, right? Or other people that say more things like Yehovah or, Yahuwah or things like that, they tend to say things like Shalom. And so a lot of that comes from the concept of biblical Hebrew, which you can learn, and that's the Hebrew that's in the Tanakh. Now we know that the Yiddish is Yiddish. We know that's a mixture of the German and all the other languages that the heathen be speaking. And if you go just watch a video on modern Hebrew, that is way far from the tree. So between Habanakanawa and saying Shalom, okay, none of these people have restored the language. We already know that. That's just it. Because we're not calling on the Most High out of one consent, just like with the calendars and stuff like that. So we can't pump ourselves up based upon that stuff, but that's what people do. They have whole organizations based off of a name. I know like a lot of people who say Ahaya. I remember there was this one person, I met somebody like that about Yahuwah, and I don't say Yahuwah. I know I have it in all of my songs, but I don't even really. Let me say this. Let me start here, because I be having a lot of thoughts. So let me just breathe. But what I was going to say is, people have whole cults based around certain things. Like people who say Ahaya, like you only can say Ahaya and you can't say nothing else, and you can't say nothing, and everybody that, if you don't say Ahaya, then you evil. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's mental illness and a whole bunch of pride and arrogance. So then, just like I knew a lady that said Yahuwah, and she felt the same way. Like if you don't say Yahuwah and you know what I mean, then everybody else that don't say Yahuwah is of the devil. I mean, that's crazy and retarded. These are the type of things that have kept us divided as a people. It's retarded. Okay? So my thing is the creator of the heavens and the earth. It ain't two, it ain't three. It ain't two or three, and ain't nobody beside him. My thing is the creator stretched out the heavens like a curtain. alone. So you want to argue with that, then you arguing with yourself. And that's just what it is. So when we start to be like this with each other, we can build. Because them Mexicans is going to come together and they going to get their money. I ain't never seen a Mexican pull out nothing but $100 bills. Ever. I don't even think they got nothing but $100 bills. And mentioning the Mexicans, I was in Mexico, and not all of them, but some of them are our brothers. Absolutely. Absolutely. We met a brother, and he acknowledges that he is from the tribe of Ephraim, and that's the bottom line. And I went to go see the pyramids at Chichen Itza. I went to the Chichen Itza pyramids, and Mayan language is Hebrew. The Mayan language is a form of Hebrew. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. See, I didn't never even release all this information that I got in Mexico. You know what I mean? I was in Mexico for a reason. So let me tell you, this is way bigger than you think. So I bring up the Mexican thing to say, you can't go into the 12 tribe charts and say all Mexicans are Issachar or whatever like that. No, it's not all Mexicans. It's not all Mexicans. It's not all of them. It's not all of them. And most of them ain't. Most of them is Spanish mixed with the indigenous people and African. Yeah, you know, and more power to you, sis, Deanna. Like, and that's my thing about it with people that say Ahaya and you can't say nothing else. And I'm thinking, well, people say Yah is in Ahaya. This is how I think. Because I'm saying, how do we come together? How do we come together? That's my vision, right? How do we come together? You should be able to discern that somebody is a child of the Most High, a son of the Most High, a daughter of the Most High. You should be able to know that. You should be the power in you shall bear witness. This mine. What are you talking about? This one, mine. What do you mean? Even the ones that's still in Christ's insanity, you got to be able to know. Oh, they'll come out of that. I mean, you won't always know. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if it's worth your time, you'll know. Yeah, and so we absolutely come together under his real name, and that's what we do. That's what we doing here right now. You know what I mean? It's really that simple. That's what we doing right now. Yeah, it all connects back to the Hebrew. Right? So keep making your videos and keep doing what you got to do. And singing and going forward. Come on, can't nobody do what y'all can do, period. Nobody. The Hebrew is that kept set in motion to keep it a holy thing. See, it's about us. Yeah, you know, and it was interesting because so what I will be doing is I'll probably do it through StreamYard, but I want to I gotta stop. I hate saying I will be doing that again, and StreamYard is like the best to do that with. Where I can shoot y'all the link and we all can be on here and we can discuss and we can talk. And that's why I like the membership. It's like it's not for you to join to pay. That's not the thing. But a person becoming a member is like, yo, I'm ready. Like, come on. You gotta, and this is Shabbat, so I'm not saying join it today or whatever. I'm saying got a Netflix subscription, got it. I got all type of subscriptions like for apps on my phone like that I enjoy. Or that I use for business purposes. So, like, saying, hey, I'm going to pay this little fee and then come in, you know, to this connection with these other people that are on this frequency of greatness, right? because instead of doing it like just public to people on public, I would rather send the link to people like you that are really here to be serious, not people that's gonna come on and be like trying to contend and trying to argue. I don't have time for that. That's stupid. And then, you know, not even do it publicly on YouTube. We can have our own conversations with ourselves at the times that we are available. You know what I mean? And we can discuss these things. And like I said, it is a Shabbat, so we know that why Yahweh is providing. And that's what we want to share. How can we come together and multiply? What can we do to bring our resources together and multiply and grow? That's why they be, I'm not going to say that they be black. I'm not going to speak, I'm not going to get them power and say that they be shadow banning me. I know that Yah is in control. However, I do know and I am aware that the technology now is able to see what you're saying. I know that. And I know that what I'm be saying, y'all should be very afraid for me to get 1 million views. You should be very afraid, because I will be the one to have people canceling all the agreements with Babylon, America, United States. You know what I mean? Like, straight up. And making it make sense. Let's come together and do it. Be powerful enough. Everybody take your position and let's make it happen. I'll be the one. So I don't get discouraged with a little bit of views or a lot of views. None of that matters. What matters is quality. That's what matters to me, is quality. And I'm a prince. And we are royal. We are royal people. And I speak for myself and say, I love quality. I'm a man of quality. Right? And that's why, as my brothers and sisters, I would love to bring y'all more quality songs. And my idea of more quality is with a band. That's more quality, like a band, other singers, you know what I mean? Like, what? So the whole point of it is like quality is what matters. You know what I mean? So like the 29 people on here now, that I want to get to the quality, because we can build in quality. What did it say? One can, somebody get that for me. One can put the flight this many, and two put the flight 10,000, and three and four put the flight. Come on. That's the power. Shout out to Rate This Record, showing love on purpose. We showing love right back, or well, right forward. We appreciate y'all for tapping in with us. And yeah, you know what I mean? So it's quality, and that's what we got to be reminded of. And I like to watch a lot of old stuff, especially as of lately, and I'm realizing how intentional our ancestors were. They were so intentional. It had nothing to do with what other people thought. And the sooner you can free yourself from what people will think, you'll be answering the call to greatness, because it don't matter. You really got to ask yourself, what would people not think if I don't do it? Not what would they think if I do, what would they not think if I don't? In the sense of, if I don't do this, people won't even realize that this is possible. What will people not think? Because I give all esteem to the Creator, but and I'm using my words and my power, and I'm taking my time. So I give all esteem to the Creator, because I never heard a song that was 8 hours long, or I never joined a meditation that was however many hours or whatever. I never did that until the Most High did that through me, right? And so that's the perfect example. So somebody else that may not be amazing, that may not be extraordinary, that may not be spectacular, it don't matter. Because guess what? Now people can think in their mind, oh, I can praise the Most High for 8 hours. I can praise the Most High for 24/7. I can praise the Most High 24/7. I can praise the Most High when I'm asleep. I can literally praise the Most High when I'm asleep. What? I got many comments of people saying I woke up from this type of dream and I played this while I was sleeping. Like, I woke up feeling empowered and, ready for the day, like, because I was playing these praise songs sent from the Almighty while I was sleeping. So that's the point. What would people not think if you don't do what you're here to do. And it's not no if. So we're gonna take that out the air too. It's just the point. You get what I'm saying, right? So it's been a long time coming. Yes, your songs have helped me through some very hard times. Halal Yahweh. I give thanks for that. And that's what I was saying when I started. Like before I had YouTube, y'all was singing on the streets. Singing on the streets. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. What you talking about? That's why they scared of me for real. Give me, and I'm gonna just speak it and say, give me the million views then, because I know what to do with them. Period. And I'm not saying from my esteem by no means. I know what to say because I'm built for this. You know what I mean? So regardless of any of that, we'll do this without social media. That's where I'm at with it. Because I'll be in my community today. I'll be in Chicago tomorrow. I'll be in LA the next day. I know people in Houston. I know people in Jamaica. What's up? I know people in Africa. What's popping? Yeah, I don't need this social media. Look, I'm going to pull up. Huh? You hear me, Kenya? I'm going to pull up. Where you at? I know people in Texas. I already said Texas. What? So y'all can shut it down. And we going to still make it happen. Because we relentless like that. Yeah. I would much rather people, at the end of my life, I would much rather people think that I was crazy than to think that I was a quitter. And that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. So, I've already chose my side. And I'm on the winning side. Yah is my light of salvation. And that's the bottom line. Yeah, it's so important. And, shout out to our sister, Sunshine Lady Lisi. I did get your video. I'm going to respond to you most likely after this. And I just want to say, I'm just thankful for all of you because, like I said, we are all made in the image and likeness of the Creator, which means we have the Creator's character and the Creator's authority. And not like over the Creator in no way, simply as expressions and reflections, right? Just like the rays of the sun are by no means greater than the sun, right? Obviously, but them rays, when them sun rays is raying, you gonna feel them. You gonna feel them, and that's how we are as expressions of the character and authority of the Most High. When your greatness is greating, they gonna feel it. And so shout out to our sister, young sister, and I could just tell from the video you sent, very much poised for greatness. You know what I mean? To accomplish so many things, like, you mentioned the agriculture and how you said that was ministry. That's powerful. This type of thinking, you're not just thinking, oh, agriculture, we can make a lot of money. Nah, this is a way to reach people and bring them to the Most High. I mean, come on now. This is greatness. This is pure greatness. And that's what we are, pure greatness in every single form. As Deanna, as Sharon. What's going on, Sharon, in the building? Sharon Jackson, our sister down in Florida. And Sir King. Come on, we're greatness in many forms. Yeah. Come on. What? Just like my shirt I got on. What? Why you think the Creator made the rainbow? All them different colors. And then the earth is the Most High's and the fullness thereof and all there that dwell therein. So at the end of the day, we the chosen people, but all the people that the Most High want, it's going to be a house of prayer for all nations. So that's what people got to realize too. The Most High want, well, in the sense of who the Most High want. I'm not saying like JC. I'm saying the Most High want let everything that has breath to praise the Most High. So right now, we focused in on, we gotta clean our own house, obviously, right? I'm just saying it's even bigger than that. Huh? What? That's how we gotta think and move through this reality. Like I said, it's way more ways to, like Sunshine Lady Lisi said, she is going to use agriculture as a way to minister to people. So that means when people come to one of the several farms and the plots of land, the fruitful land that the Creator has allotted her, she ain't gonna be bringing you there. Oh, you need to keep this off based off of, hey, you need to keep the Sabbath. And, hey, you know the Creator's right name ain't God. No, it ain't gonna be based off of that. It's gonna be based off of showing people power. That's what people need to see. Power. That's it. And that's the prayer. That is the one thing I do, ask the Most High to, like I was saying the other day, make it undeniable. You know what I mean? Realize that you can reach people way beyond just this concept of trying to teach people something like, oh, your real identity or da 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 da. Nah, connect with people, engage with people, make people know that you have value, right? And then allow people to choose the value that you are bringing to the table. That may be in the business, that may be in many different type of forms. Yeah, people definitely, they gonna have to hear the truth. And that's the whole thing about it. You know what I mean? The truth is, your life is the truth. When you walk in the ways of the Almighty, your life is the truth. Why do you think that we read the book of Psalms? Because King David's life was the truth. He was the truth. You know how we say somebody cold or somebody, you the truth. Your life is the truth. So they gonna hear it every time you open your mouth. Every time. That's what I'm saying. Like, the Most High loved the hell out of me. That's my testimony. So I know, so I've learned how to love the hell out of people. And that don't mean tolerate the wrong people, and that don't mean to engage in the wrong connections. It means to be my greatest self. Because being my greatest self is the opportunity that I have to shine the light into anybody's life that I come across. That's just that simple. Just like I met somebody at the Guitar Center years ago, and they was on the live stream like a couple months ago, and they like, hey, I met you at the Guitar Center. They've never forgot that, and I haven't either, right? But that was just me at Guitar Center doing what I do, praising the Most High. Who was at the Guitar Center praising the Most High loud? Me. So that's how you got to be in your life. Come on. You have a right to represent your power. That's it. You're a witness. That's how you dress. That's how you speak. That's how you present yourself. That's what you participate in. That's what you stand up against. That's what you speak out against. That's what you express. That's it. You know what I mean? So people don't care about how much you know until they know how much you care. That's right. That's very good. That's very good. That's very good. That's so true. You know what I mean? That's so true. And people really thought they was gonna convince me that I wasn't like that. Like in DC, they be like, you like that. You know what I mean? Like, people did their best job that they could do to convince me that I wasn't all that the Most High says I am. And then the Most High, it was a point, the Most High was like, enough. And everything changed. So I had to go through those things to know what I know now in relation to loving my people and being compassionate where compassion is due, and shutting the door and deleting, spamming, and blocking a person when that's what I have to do as well. Yeah. And I mean, you said you could tell the truth in a kind, respectful way, but to those who do not care for it will receive it wrong. Exactly. And I mean, even if the truth comes, you know how many times the truth hit me in the hardest way, and I had to either accept it or not. And that's where we are really with it. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Your life is the truth. They try to say that JC was the way, the truth, and the life. That's a delusion. This imaginary character. No, your life is the truth. Your life shows the way. When you choose life, you're showing life. That's it. It's you. That's it. So it's a person like overweight and then they see you lose weight, you don't even gotta say nothing to them. They know like when so and so overweight last year, they was, and now they look better than you and your grandma and your grandpa at the same time. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, like it's basically like your life is the truth. Yeah. And that's why it's like when you eat something, you ever know a person that eat garlic or something like that or eat a lot of onions and then they say you like you'll smell like onions. You'll sweat out the onion like, out your pores. Yeah, that's how you gotta consume wisdom. You gotta consume wisdom such to a degree that the only thing that pours out of you is wisdom. The only thing that pours out of you is the truth. The only thing that pours out of you is inspiration. The only thing that pours out of you is greatness. That's how much you gotta be enveloped in it. That's why it say meditate day and night. You got to be so much wrapped up in it. You got to be that wrapped up in it, And I thank the Almighty for the honor to be able to choose that for myself. And even through the valleys of the shadows of death and through the valleys of these ghettos, the Most High is my light and salvation. And I'm thankful, you know what I mean? Because I was at the point like, I done been through some real serious points, like us all. And I'm saying to the point of like praising the Most High, and I'm like, do you want me to praise you? Like, is this what I'm supposed to do? Am I delusional? Like, is this my purpose for real? Or like what? And the Most High got me wrapped around his finger, got me resting in his hand. And I ain't going nowhere. And I'm thankful for that. You know what I mean? So a lot of people jump off the jump off the cliff. And shout out to our sister Sharon Jackson in the building. I was speaking with our sister, and she was sharing with me some Israelite people that, like, they didn't just denounce JC, they denounced the whole Israelite identity. You know what I mean? And now they talking about all type of crazy stuff. And I've seen some of their videos, that one particular person, and they done jumped off the cliff. So I'm thankful to have been able to question things and still rest in the hand of the Almighty, under the shadow of the Most High's wings. Do you hear me? So we giving thanks. That's right. Come on. You better know it. And we give thanks continually for life, and we gonna keep it moving. That's just it. So there's so much ahead, but today is a day to rest. So we reflect and we you know, introspect, and we just give thanks. Today is just a day to appreciate what the Most High already did. It already did it. Already made the way. Already did it. He already in control. Already, gave us what we need to get to where we going. It's already done. The Most High looked at everything and said it was good. That's it, done. Finale, finito. So it said, I seen a video recently of someone saying, wow, I am no longer a Hebrew Israelite. Laugh out loud. I'm like, how do you denounce a nationality? No, that's what I'm saying. Because that's what I wanted to know about the one guy. I'm like, okay, so what is he saying now? So I went to his channel and he's just like all over the place. And it's just horrible. And I'm like, that's too bad. That's too bad for you, because we have a identity as a people, and that's been stolen, and all of those things are being restored for us to rise up in the power that the Creator has destined for us to walk in and operate in as the chosen people. And I'm not letting that go for nobody, because that is the greatest story ever told. Is our story. It's the greatest story ever told. This is the greatest comeback ever. And we have to remember that as we look at our life. I'm telling you, and I said, Wisdom had told me one time, Wisdom was showing me all it takes is one win, and every loss that you ever lost would seem like it never happened. One win, that's all it takes. That's it. So this is the greatest comeback ever, and we here for it. Some got stuck in pyramid with all their stuff. I'm telling you, they stuck in a whole bunch of stuff. And even with that, I know a lot of brothers that's Moors and all type of different stuff. And I hate saying I'm gonna stop saying but I know a lot of brothers that are Moors and a lot of different stuff. And I get it, you know what I mean? People are looking for a place to belong and an identity that has been taken away. So obviously everybody's not going to come to this particular side, and at least not at this time, you know what I mean? So we'll see what happens, and that's just it, so we're giving our praises to the greatest one of all. Let me see. Why it sound out of tune? This guitar don't keep a. This don't keep a. This sounds horrible. That sound a little better. Yeah, Jeremiah. That's the new covenant, ain't it? Jeremiah 31:31, right? There's all kinds of people that approach my peers at my HBC, right? And they often succumb because, like you said, they're trying to find their identities. But I share as much as I can that we are Hebrews. Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I just thank the Most High for really putting us all in these different positions of authority where people have to respect you and respect what you're saying. And that's like with Daniel was put in that type of position. You know what I mean? Like, of course, like with Yosef was put in that type of position. And so we learn from those stories that, the Most High will make it to where it's not up for debate. It's not up for debate. Because the power moving in you has literally put you in that place of authority. You know what I mean? And to where people won't question you and they will acknowledge that authority that you've been given. And it's just that simple. So, yeah. So I'm looking forward to that too. Let me see, blessing. Okay, I think I see those. Okay. So, yeah, so we're gonna make some time to where we all can come in and be speaking with each other, so we all can. I'm gonna read these comments and stuff, and we can just flow. You know what I mean? Come on, we are in the light. Job, the Hebrew, brothers Daniel, the Maccabees, the Gideon king that became before all. We had to trust him. And he said, fear him. He is our protection. We need no man. We need our Savior. That's it. Hallelujah. That's it. Hold up. Okay, that's it. I don't this sound like this, y'all. Let's see something. What time is it? 3 o'clock? Okay. You. Only you, only you, only you, only you, only you, only you. Only you. You are the great I am, now and forevermore. Awesome in all of your ways. I am redeemed in your embrace. You are the great I am, now and forevermore. Awesome in all of your ways. I am renewed in your embrace. You're my creator. You're my protector. You're my provider. Almighty Zion. It's all in your hand. Oh, to forever. Almighty in Zion. Almighty in Zion. Almighty in Zion. Almighty in Zion. Yes, yes. I did believe in the sun god fallacy. Yeah, before. But thanks to the Most High, setting me free. from the lies and delusions. You set me free to know it's you and you alone. You set me free. You are the great I am, now and forevermore. Awesome in all your ways. I am redeemed in your embrace. You are the great I am, now and forevermore. Awesome in all your ways. I am redeemed in your embrace. You're my creator. You're my protector. You're my provider. Almighty in Zion. You are the highest. It's all in your hands. Oh, to forever. Almighty in Zion. So there's none greater. And beside you, there's no one. Beside you, there's no one. It goes like, yea, though I walk through these valleys of these shadows of death, I am the love. Yea, though I walk through these valleys of these shadows of death, I am the joy. Yea, though I walk through these valleys of these shadows of death, I am the light. Yea, though I walk through these valleys of these shadows of death, I'm not afraid. Yea, though I walk through these valleys of these shadows of death, you are my love. Yea, though I walk through these valleys of these shadows of death, you bring me joy. Yea, though I walk through these valleys of these shadows of death, you are my light. Yea, though I walk through these valleys, I'm not afraid, because you are the great I am, now and forevermore. Awesome in all your ways. I am redeemed. You are great I am, now and forevermore. Awesome in all your ways. I am redeemed in your embrace. You're my creator. You're my protector. You're my provider. Almighty in Zion. You are the Almighty, and it's all in your hand. On to forever. Almighty in Zion. Almighty in Zion. Almighty in Zion. The Almighty in Zion. mighty Zion, and it's all in your hand, unto forever, almighty Zion. Hallelujah. We giving our praise to the creator of the heavens and the earth, and to the creator of the heavens and the earth alone. Beside the Most High, there is no one. Freedom and greatness. Come on. What's going on? I in the building. Daddy yelling in the building. All right, y'all. Well, I've enjoyed being on here, as usual, longer than I originally expected. And that's all good. All right. So y'all look forward to that. Make sure I got y'all notifications and things on and things like that. I still haven't got the other app to work for the members to where it's going to automatically sync you. We can share videos and memos, and we can share a bunch of things. It's so many things to share, and continue to share these ideas, and continue to build and assist one another, with getting ahead and getting to the next level. We know things that can benefit one another, and that's just the bottom line. All right. It's not rocket science, right? It's the love of Yah, and it's greater than life. Okay. So we just give thanks continually. Enjoy the rest of your day. You understand? We lean not on his understanding and not our own. And he is directing our walks. That's right. And our ways. He is the power of heaven and earth. Blessing will be in Yerushalayim, giving him all the praises together. Hallelujah. That's right. Okay. That's just the bottom line. Shout out to Sharon Jackson, been a member for 42 months. Okay. We really appreciate you. And we just thank the Most High for continuing to strengthen you through this time of mourning. And we are here as your brothers and sisters to show love and support. And so I do know that it is the Shabbat. So for everybody that keeps the Shabbat today, of course, after the Shabbat, we will be assisting our sister. If you are able to, Sister Sharon Jackson, are you there, Akoti? Okay, so all praise to the Most High only. Absolutely, I'm glad to be able to share. So family, if any family is here, and I may go live tomorrow, but I'm just going to do this right now because I got to do it today. Our sister has recently lost her only daughter, and we just want to assist and help her out in any way possible. So once again, we know it's the Shabbat. So after the Shabbat, if you are willing to help our sister, I want you to put in your Cash App. All right. And I think your PayPal is the same as your name, but definitely put in your Cash App. And if anybody is just able to assist our sister with this transition, please do. If you're not able to, it's okay. We continue to, be supportive to our sister in all ways possible. Like I said, she did lose her only daughter, and we just wanted to assist her through this period of transition. If you are able to help in any way, do that. All right. And that's all we request. Holla you. Yeah, so share your PayPal and your Cash App as we wrap up this video, giving our praise to the Most High. We know it's the Shabbat, and so we know that we won't be doing any transactions today. However, we do recognize that it is completely fine for us to put this out there at this moment. Okay, so after the Shabbat, whoever is able, we just thank the Most High for continue to pour into your cup that runs over. And that's what we here for, okay? Is to support and encourage one another. Let me see. I think I may have your your PayPal in here, because I think you did send it to me too. So let me see. And yeah, so if y'all can screenshot it, and once again, if you are able to, and yeah, all is well. You know, we do give thanks that the Most High is keeping you strong, sister, through this period of transition. And Yah is good. Yah is great. And he will continue to strengthen you and give you joy through these circumstances. And we are pleased to know that your daughter was, you know, aligned with the Most High, and she loved the Most High. And there is no question about that, right? So that is a beautiful thing to know, and to give thanks for that. You know what I mean? Like I told you, you did raise your daughter wonderfully. So continue to just thank the Most High for giving you that opportunity to be the great mom that you have been. And like I told you, you continue to go forth and you continue to do the works that you're here to do. That's it, you know, and day by day, you know, we praise the Most High, and the Most High sees us through everything that we go through. So we send you all the love on today in the land of the living. And I appreciate everybody that checked in today, stopped by, and we're gonna keep it moving and keep it grooving. Sister Sharon, are you there? I don't think. And if you're not there quite, I'm gonna have to might go live another day. But we just wanted to get, oh, you there? Okay. Okay, I had it somewhere, but yeah, I appreciate you all. I don't think I have it right here. So if you can put it in the comments, Sister Akoti, you can put it in the comments. So people can screenshot it or write it down. And we'll let that be what it be. You understand? Okay. Y'all give me a second. Okay, yeah, so you'll have to put that in there, and then we can wrap up this live stream. Okay. Let me see, because I don't see it on my iPad. Because I know I put it somewhere, but I don't know. Okay, let me see. I think I found it here. Can I even comment? They don't let you. Yeah, that's crazy. They don't let you put a comment on here on your own live stream. That's crazy. Oh, this is it. Yeah, probably the Cash App for real. Let me see. Is this your Cash App? Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, I can't put it on the screen. I can't even type into this thing. Yo, that's crazy. There's no way to type on here. Okay. Let's see. Can I go here? Pick up the phone. Oh yeah. Okay. Here's the Cash App. Everybody got it. All right, that's the Cash App. And then this is the I think this is the PayPal. All right, fam. This is the PayPal joint. Well, I guess not. Well, I don't know about the PayPal. That's the Cash App, okay? Screenshot that, and whoever is able to assist, all praise to the Most High for you, and we will continue to assist one another to get where we must be. All right? Halal Yah. Halal Yah. So, only great things we speak and know that the Most High has planned for us. And we just give thanks to the Most High for the rest of this day, for continue to give us wisdom and give us understanding. Let us receive and be receptive, Most High, to the wisdom that you are giving us at all times. Let us be mindful and aware of your hand at work at all times in our lives, and let us always do our best. Halal Yah. And it is so. Okay, so yeah, it's on there. Cash App's on there for our sister, and all is well. Everything has been said need to be said. So y'all keep up the great work, all right? And I will see y'all in the next one, and perhaps we'll be on StreamYard or something, and then y'all can get on here and things like that. So keep up the great work in the next week. Enjoy your day of rest, and all praise to the Most High. There'll never be anyone greater than the Creator in you. Y'all know what's up. You already know how we doing. Everybody got it screenshotted. Everybody got it. We appreciate you. Shalom, shalom, shalom. That's right. I was a part of the Hebrew Israelite camps as well. However, now I'm wiser. That's right. Every day I'm getting wiser. And yeah, if y'all didn't check out, if y'all didn't see that, the live stream from last night, you can go check it out. All right. It was skipping and stuff. We had to get off of there, but it's all good. All right. Okay, everybody got it. Halal Yah. Shalom Aleichem. Peace be unto you, my people. Halal Yah.